Welcome back to another YouTube video, guys. Today I will be explaining WASD controls in League of Legends.
So, everybody knows this meme, the Giga Chad meme.
So, Tier 1, we have Perma Lock Cam.
Nothing much I can say. Tier 2, we have hybrid.
Free cam, but spacebar on self-center for like low-key 95% of the time, but it's chill.
Tier 3, Free Cam Mouse Pusher. If you've entered this tier, you can be argued as
Good at League of Legends.
But wait, there's a Tier 4, WASD control. WASD control. But yeah, there is a hidden tech
Straight from the mountains of China.
called the WASD control. And it is better than Free Cam Mouse Pusher.
Introducing WSD camera control.
Yay! Alright, here is why WASD is better. It literally makes you better at sidestepping, tracking flanks and ganks, and landing skill shots. Here's an intro of me.
Hi. I started playing in Season 10, and I was a perma lock cam player until Season 12. And I kind of hybrid, I knew that, camera control really mattered, especially in higher level gameplay. So I did switch to hybrid until Season 13. But I'm gonna be honest, I was still, holding my spacebar for, 90% of the time. So it didn't really count, I was still perma locked in Season 13.
And then, I transformed,
into the ultimate life form.
aka WASD camera control, in Season 14 and onwards. And this is not troll or rage bait, I am dead serious. Now, this might be cope, but when I used to play on lock cam, I was like playing on autopilot,
I wasn't thinking.
and moving my fingers fast enough. But once I decided to try out WASD free cam, it's like I unlocked my third eye. The third eye on the cranium of my forehead. It's like my fingers moved faster, my reaction speed increased, and my bank account was still low. But, that being said, I will say that the biggest caveat to switching to WASD camera control is that it is entirely,
A skill diff.
it takes like minimum a month to get used to it and another like 3 months to be competent with it. And like the first 2 weeks, you will be basically like a glorified cannon minion. There were so many instances of me flashing in place when I try to press my E ability, forgetting that my flash is now on E. But, what if I told you, there's good news for you. The fact that you're listening and understanding this video shows that you are capable of high cognitive ability. And it shows that you have a brain and a spine.
Which is the bare minimum.
So, with that being said, let's get on with the second half of the video.
So, we are in a practice tool. As you can see, I'm not moving my mouse, and I'm moving my camera. Now, let me show you the keybinds. Right here, my abilities switch from Q, W, E, R to 1, 2, 3, 4. My flash from D and F to E and Q, or my summer spells to E and Q. Items, shift, 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6. My ward is on R. Now, the reason why ward, it doesn't really matter as much, you can put it wherever, but I put my ward on R very close is because I am a Lee Sin player, and I do be pressing wards, and trinkets, and sweepers, and blue wards. So, vision. Vision is important to me. Ward hopping is important to me. If you take anything away from this video, don't even take away the WASD control, take away the fact that you should be warding, and sweeping. Anyways, I digress. Self-center, I do have self-center, camera control, but that is on my mouse button, and then my other, cameras, toggling to allies and teammates, ally 1, T, Y, C, V. As you can see, scroll up down, WASD. I'll just show all my keybinds here. My target champ only is, not toggle, it's held on spacebar. And my taunt, not my taunt, my emote wheel is also on my, mouse button. So, that's very important to me. My A click is now on Z. As you can see right here, if we have a dummy right here, if I was on lock cam, right? You see how, I don't even know. I don't know how to explain it, but, even your character moves slower when you're on lock cam. You know what I mean? So it's anyways, but if we mouse push right here, we have if you noticed, our cursor is very far from where AZIR actually is. I have to move it to the side like this. My AZIR's gonna be right here, but my mouse is over here, right? You know what I mean? But if we do WASD, and say our target or our person of interest is right here, we literally keep our camera centered on him, our cursor close in case we need to sidestep. Boom. Boom. I'm moving for free. Boom. Need to switch targets? Boom. Just like that, while keeping my cursor close, which allows for that easy, sidestepping. You know what I mean? Go with another point. If you need to do combos on someone farther away, look at this, bro. Can't even see him when I'm on lock cam. I would not know there's another player there. I can still hit the same combo because it's just skill diff, but anyways, enough of the glazing.
Oh, for example, say I'm going in for a bot gank from the mid lane. If I was on lock cam, motherfucker, I can't even see the player. I can't even see what I'm ganking. I can't even, I'm getting a full HD view of myself. It's a nice skin, but still. If I'm on mouse pushing, right here, even though I see him, you know what I mean? my mouse, my cursor is so damn far from AZIR. It's like, if I get hooked or ganked like mid-walk, I can't save myself. But if I'm ganking from the mid lane on the bot lane, I WASD while keeping my cursor close and getting a full view of what I need to do. For example, like, boom, coming in. Boom. Free like a Popeye's biscuit, you know what I mean?
In every video I post, I will be including a hidden tech to help my viewers out. So, when you do a normal Shurima shuffle, right? W-E-Q combo, and then you press R, right? But the thing is now you're stuck here with no E or Q because you just used it to pull off the Shurima shuffle. So now you're like a sitting duck. You're just waiting to get your cheeks clapped. Unless you flash, or even then you still might die. So, one way to combat that is called the Revenant Shuffle. Now, what is the Revenant Shuffle? It's basically very situational and specific, and 99.999% of the time, you're not pulling it off. But if you do, it's a good clip. It's very conditional. Your soldier has to be exactly next or near to the person of interest that you want to Shurima shuffle. Why? Because when you do the Remnant Shuffle, you E to this existing soldier. You don't have to put one down. It has to be existing. You E to it, and then you Q back, and you spam R. I'll do it right here. Right here. See, I want this guy. My soldier's already here. Like that. I didn't mean to pull these guys with me, but you saw how I went in. I'll use his ward. I went in, but I came back. So I'll use his ward as a marker. If I just do it like this, like E and then Q, obviously that's not gonna work because I already connected to my E, right? So the secret is you have to Q before you connect your E, right? Like this. Like the frame before you actually like land and connect your soldier, you have to Q. And I guess the easier way is just the second you press E, you just Q backwards. Like I'm gonna cancel my E right here and Q backwards. You see that? It was just kind of instant. But if you want to like switch it up, you wait until you get closer, and then you do it. So for the example, the Remnant Shuffle, you E, Q, spam R. You have to you spam R after you already queued backwards, like that. The Revenant Shuffle, guys.